Yo, this motherfucker really likes to play games with me when I'm at my most vulnerable time, when I'm not the most confident. He likes to play games with me because he knows I'm not an easy girl.
Cardi B is dealing with some serious heartache. I mean, can we get this woman a break already? Her soon-to-be ex, Offset, did the unthinkable again, cheated, and didn't even bother keeping it on the down low. Publicity stunt?
I really been sparing you. You've been fucking feeling yourself, you bitch-ass nigga, because of your bitch-ass album and shit. And you really been fucking doing me dirty after so many fucking years that I motherfucking helped your ass. I don't know if it's true. I don't think it's true. I don't care to find out because I've been single for a minute now. But I have been afraid to, I'm not afraid. I just don't know how, to tell the world.
Anyway, Offset wasted no time flaunting his new flame, and guess who it is? Jade. Yep, the same Jade that Cardi had some legal entanglements with back in the day. Now, if you're a true gossip aficionado, you'll remember that Jade is the bartender who caught Offset's eye just months after Cardi gave birth to their adorable daughter, Culture. And Cardi, being the fiery queen she is, allegedly paid a couple of guys to give Jade and her sister a talking to. Result? Cardi landed herself in a bit of hot water, pleaded guilty, and got hit with community service. But that's ancient history, right? Well, fast forward to today, and the drama escalates. Offset's moved on to Jade faster than you can say, cheater, cheater, pumpkin eater. The audacity. Now, Cardi forgave Offset for his wandering eye before. Not once, but multiple times. But this time, oh honey, she's calling it quits for good. The heart wants what it wants, but enough is enough. But hold on, because the plot thickens. Enter Nicki Minaj, the rap queen herself. Nicki couldn't resist adding fuel to the fire. She decided to jump into the conversation, rubbing salt on Cardi's fresh wounds. Classy move, Nicki, real classy. Cardi, not one to back down, clapped back at Nicki, throwing shade about husbands. Apparently, Nicki's got some husband drama of her own. Allegedly, her husband can't be around schools. Yep, you heard it right. Now, that's a bombshell. What's going on there, Nicki? And wait, there's more. Jaguar Wright, not one to stay silent, called out Nicki for allegedly harassing her husband's essay victim, Jennifer Huff. Drama upon drama, right? Cardi dropped the bombshell on December 15th, announcing she's divorcing Offset. Buckle up, it's about to get emotional. In a tear-filled Instagram live rant, Cardi spilled the tea on the separation. But you know what they say, actions speak louder than words. A few days prior to this emotional revelation, Cardi unfollowed Offset on the gram, sharing a story about outgrowing relationships and putting herself first. Real talk, Cardi. But then, rapper Blueface jumped into the mix, claiming Offset cheated on Cardi with his ex, Krishan Rock. Offset, of course, denied this, but Cardi quickly shut it down. Doesn't matter who he hooked up with, we've been separated, she declared. Shots fired. Now, Cardi's heartbreak hit a whole new level when Offset was spotted living it up in Miami with his rumored new flame, Jade, celebrating his birthday. Ouch. Twitter became Cardi's battleground as she unleashed a storm of emotions, accusing Offset of hurting her at her lowest. The drama didn't stop there. Oh no. Our girl went live on Instagram, breaking down while laying bare the pain Offset put her through. Fans, tissues in hand, couldn't help but sympathize, especially when Cardi revealed that even her own family, her dad included, pressured her to take Offset back after his past cheating escapades. Talk about a tough situation. And just when Cardi thought she had enough on her plate, enter Nicki Minaj. Queen Nicki decided to join the chat, gloating over Offset's cheating escapades. Nicki trolled Cardi with a cheeky Michael Jackson meme, laughing it up and throwing subtle shade. Not the first time Nicki's played this card. She did the same back in September after a heated exchange between her husband, Kenneth Petty, and Offset. Remember that live on IG where Kenneth and his crew made not-so-friendly threats to Offset's life? Yep, that led to Kenneth getting a cozy 120 days of house arrest. Drama, drama, drama! So, let's talk about Kenneth's legal entanglements. The man found himself on house arrest after making some not-so-friendly threats in the company of someone with a criminal record. But that's not the whole story. This house arrest stint is just the latest chapter in Kenneth's legal novel. Rewind to July 2022, and Kenneth got sentenced to 1 year of home confinement and a 3-year probation stint. Why, you ask? Well, it turns out he failed to register as an S offender in California. Now, that S stands for a very serious crime: attempted assault. In 1994, Kenneth was convicted for attempting assault, which landed him 4 years behind bars. Fast forward to his release in January 1999, and Kenneth was supposed to register as an S offender in the state of New York. Oops, he either forgot or chose to ignore that rule when he made the move to California to tie the knot with Nicki. A little while after the wedding bells rang, Kenneth got arrested during a traffic stop in LA and was reminded to re-register, this time as a level 2 offender. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. A lot of folks, including the notorious Wendy Williams, warned Nicki that marrying Kenneth might be a mistake of epic proportions. Did she listen? Nope. Nicki not only went ahead and married an S offender, but she also doubled down by defending her own brother, Jelani. In 2020, Jelani found himself in a whole heap of trouble, sentenced to 25 years to life for repeatedly assaulting his 11-year-old stepdaughter. And here's the kicker. Nicki, the superstar herself, submitted a written testimonial in court, painting her brother as the most patient, gentle, genuine, giving, selfless man she knew. Talk about a plot twist. But hold your gasps, because it doesn't stop there. Shortly after tying the knot with Kenneth, Nicki allegedly started a bullying campaign against his victim, Jennifer Huff. Intimidation tactics and all. Jennifer claims Nicki even tried to buy her silence with a cool $20,000, all in an effort to hush up the truth about Kenneth's past. We left off with Jennifer Huff, Kenneth's alleged victim, rejecting the hefty sum Nicki reportedly offered for her silence. But here's where it gets even messier. Instead of backing down, Jennifer claims she started receiving threatening calls from Nicki's camp, while online, the Barbs, Nicki's loyal fan base, allegedly went after Jennifer's daughter. Talk about a chaotic storm brewing. Now, let's talk about Nicki's attempt to throw shade at Cardi B. After the whole Offset cheating drama, Nicki decided to troll Cardi with a Michael Jackson meme. Not the classiest move, considering Nicki's own husband's history, right? Cardi, never one to shy away from a clapback, took to Twitter and hit Nicki where it hurts. Referencing Kenneth's S offender status, Cardi said, "Take your man to a park and leave me the heck alone." Ouch, that's gotta sting. And of course, the feud between Cardi and Nicki's fans is back in full swing. Twitter is practically a war zone, but interestingly, it seems like the neutral bystanders are leaning towards Team Cardi on this one. One fan wisely noted, "Never laugh at someone else's pain. She might get that pain 10 times worse in return." Another added, "Nicki's man had to register. She shouldn't be talking. The dude can't ever go pick his son up from school. Sad." Now, dear viewers, we turn to you. How do you feel about Nicki trolling Cardi over the Offset saga? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's keep this conversation sizzling.